Hey everybody, let me know if you can hear me loud and clear. I'm doing this on the old phone, so not the preferred method of live streaming, but that's okay. So definitely let me know if you can hear me. About to get rolling on the road. Awesome. All right, so right now I'm in Winton, North Carolina, for anyone wondering. That is just south of the Virginia line, up in northeast North Carolina, excuse me. Not too far from Elizabeth City, kind of between Rocky Mount and Elizabeth City, that area. And we're snow chasing, so gonna hit the road heading towards, I already forget what the name of it is. It's a small town in North Carolina. I'm about to drive towards and kind of park there for a little while, hopefully. Maybe getting as far as Virginia Beach. We'll kind of see what the roads look like, but I'm gonna take you along with me. And we'll hopefully have some fun. So let me know where you're watching from. Go ahead, share the live stream, like the stream, and tell me how much snow you've gotten so far. Consider, posting it on Facebook, Instagram, the stream, so people can kind of come in here and join us. And I will try my best to answer chats and stuff, especially when I'm not driving. When I'm driving, obviously, I'm going to put all my attention on the roadway, but hoping for a good little stream. We'll go as long as possible. I've got some Gatorade ready. I've got Bojangles on my floorboard right now, should I get hungry. Got jackets, gloves, and all, so we'll try to get out in the conditions some as well this afternoon, but I think the peak of the storm going to really be this evening, so might take a break in between streams. Who knows, if I'm feeling extra crazy, might just keep it going the whole way. So, all right, cool. All right, again, everyone joining, go ahead, like the stream. I'm gonna go ahead and get driving now. So I'm gonna flip the camera around, and we're gonna hopefully have a pretty good time. So let me adjust my camera a little bit here. By the way, if you couldn't already tell, I'm not an expert at kind of the whole YouTube live streaming format like this, but we'll try to get it going nonetheless. I guess I can move this out that way some so you don't see there we go. There we go. All right, actually that might cause it to shake a little bit, so yeah, we'll do it like that. All right, here we go. We'll go ahead and get going and obviously see what we find here, and yeah, should be pretty good. Let me clear off my back windshield so I can see what is happening. Defrost the rear. Definitely starting to get pretty slick here. Now, the snowfall rates have been relatively light so far, kind of tame, nothing too crazy, but we'll see if that changes at any point. And my guess is it probably will here as we keep going ahead in time. So. Again, I'm in Winton, North Carolina right now. Anyone just joining, that is where I'm at. Winton, North Carolina, very small little town here up in northeastern North Carolina. If you know anybody in Winton, though, or you're from Winton, let me know. That'd be kind of cool and fun. And again, if you're just joining me, go ahead, like the stream, share it, put it on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, and get the word out there that we're live. Gonna try to take things nice and slow and easy here, and hopefully see some good snow today. Somebody said top off the fuel tank. I have full tank of gas, so, and luckily my Subaru Crosstrek is pretty fuel efficient, so honestly I could probably, or not probably, I could get pretty darn far with this tank of gas. So. You can see right now though, things kind of light, really going to pick up more so this evening into the early overnight. That's when that low pressure really is going to start to crank off the coast, and we're going to get some pretty good forcing, I think, in the atmosphere to get this thing going. So. Crazy pictures though, they're, kind of insane. This is North Carolina in pretty late February. I mean, we're not all that far from March, and we're getting this good of a snowstorm. Granted, right now only about maybe an inch or so here, but we'll definitely continue to keep picking up. Also sitting at 25 degrees Fahrenheit, that is, obviously. So it's one of the reasons the roadways are kind of a mess right now. The interstates were also not much better. Unfortunately, this part of North Carolina, there isn't really many interstates nearby anyway, so most of this is just kind of good old-fashioned back roads and kind of highways is what you might want to call it. We'll say this is a cute little community. Look at these houses. If anyone wants to buy me one of these houses, I'll take it, especially that one right there. That one's pretty nice. will say, whenever I was driving this way, I did see a couple of accidents on the roadway, so we'll see if we run into any more. And hopefully, hopefully not. Hopefully everyone's driving pretty safely or just not driving at all. I will say, anyone in Raleigh, let me know if there's a lot of accidents back that way. I drove through Raleigh to get here, and there were still a ton of people on the roads in Raleigh as the storm was getting going. And Raleigh already kind of infamous for maybe not handling snow the best. Hey, Bonnie, good to see you. Bonnie, a member on the channel, longtime viewer from Michigan. So this is North Carolina, everybody, again. Not in Michigan today, although that'd be pretty fun to see snow up that way as well. Hopefully the camera is steady. For those of you who tuned in for my Myrtle Beach live stream I did back in February, I had kind of the shaky camera syndrome. I think I've found a fix for that, and this should be pretty smooth, I think, today. If you're just joining the stream, go ahead, hit the like button on the stream, share it with everybody, comment, let me know where you're watching from and what you're seeing out there. Again, I am in North Carolina, Winton, North Carolina, about to get on US Highway 1 or US Highway 13 is kind of where we're going. In fact, we're gonna go ahead and turn right here to get there. See a nice plow on the road, good to see. So I do want to check something really quickly. I'm gonna park you right here for 1 second. Put my hazards on. All right, the stream might freeze for just a... All right. Again, sorry if the stream froze for a second. Had to double check on something. All right, should be good to go now. About to get on the highway. We'll follow this big old truck and this van and get to getting. I'm in Winton, North Carolina right now, everybody. That is my current location. Getting on US Highway 158/13. I guess it's both. Well, no, it's 13, yeah, because 158 would be going the other way. So yeah, this is 13. Take it nice and slow and steady. Luckily, where I'm at right now, all snow, not dealing with any ice, which is definitely nice. Hopefully we can keep it that way, because whenever that heavy band comes through later, we could get some pretty good snowfall rates out of it if we can stay all snow. Big old river or something right here, whatever I'm crossing. In fact, I even saw the name of it, and I don't remember what it was. Entering Gates County, North Carolina. For anyone wondering, Gates County, North Carolina. not to get too ahead of ourselves, but I will say, looking at the models, this this very well may not be the last winter storm of even February, let alone kind of the winter. March, at least the start of March, is looking very active as well. So we'll see where it takes us. But it's already been such a crazy winter. We had the crazy Gulf Coast snow / coastal Carolina area snow last month. We got this storm today, which isn't impacting people. Well, I guess it is impacting on as large of a scale, considering kind of what Missouri and all got. I don't know. It's been a train of winter storms so far this winter, and this one no different. You definitely see right now though, roads are icy. Also, snow not terribly heavy at this moment. It's kind of gone back and forth between super heavy and kind of a little lighter. Right now, kind of what I would consider light snowfall. Not really, definitely not heavy. Probably not even into moderate territory, I would say. Also, let me know if you're back towards the Charlotte area, what you're getting. Obviously, I left Charlotte to come up here and try to see a little bit more snow, so I'd be interested to see what Charlotte got today. Obviously, I've been doing a lot of driving, so have not been on a ton of social media. So. Again, for anyone wondering, we are on U.S. Highway 13 southbound in Gates County, North Carolina. This is up near Elizabeth City. This area was pretty hard later by some snow, maybe some sleet. It'll be close to kind of see where that sleet snow line's up, for sure. Well, so I would love to have a co-pilot for these little adventures. Finding a co-pilot is slightly more difficult, which is okay. And again, it's going to come in waves, folks. So we're going to have moments where it's heavier, moments where it's lighter. It's, like any other snowstorm, but really this evening will be the peak of it. So we're still kind of in the calmer part of the storm, I would say. I really think this evening, right around sunset, is when it should really pick up in places like Virginia Beach and kind of surrounding areas. Roads already not good though. I can promise you that. If you're just joining the stream, go ahead and make sure to like it. Let me know where you're watching from, what you're seeing out there. Would love to hear from y'all. Luckily, the nice thing about kind of snow chasing out here, same thing for when I was in Myrtle Beach a couple weeks ago, the roads are nice and flat and straight, generally speaking, now a little curvy at times, but overall pretty straight. Growing up, I grew up in the foothills of South Carolina, so driving was a lot worse there during winter storms. It was, hilly and even kind of mountainous in some places, and just windy roads. So this is a lot nicer than that for sure. Very flat, and even if you were to kind of slide, I mean, as long as you don't go into a tree, you could probably get out of the slide all right. So obviously we're going to try not to do that. We're going to try to avoid sliding all over the road. but definitely an easier type of terrain to traverse in a winter weather event. Also, since I normally don't kind of get this, I guess, one-on-one time, I just want to say thanks, y'all. It has been a crazy winter of growth on the channel. By the way, subscribe if you're not already. We're so close to 40,000. I mean, we could get there really any time today, tomorrow, or this coming week, I think, which is just crazy to think. I remember back in October when I was covering Helene with Mitch West, and we drove all the way down to Florida to kind of get in the eye and all. I was at about 10,000 subs, and I thought, you know, that was pretty crazy. Hit a slick spot there. And then now it's kind of like, you know, it's just as crazy, even crazier. If you were to have told me back in October that I'd, you know, have this number of subscribers just in February, I probably would have called you crazy. So I just want to say thanks again to everyone for the support on the channel. We launched memberships last week. That has gone great. We've had a ton of people join. So, you know, thanks for that as well. It's just been a kind of a surreal couple of months, and couldn't be more grateful for all of you. And obviously sometimes I don't get the forecast all the way right. I am human, and I appreciate y'all working with me. At the end of the day, I am still a student. Will not be in a year, will be the full-blown thing, but even then, the beautiful thing about meteorology is you never stop learning. So I could be 70 and probably, I don't know, I imagine not, but we will definitely see kind of how the industry evolves. We'll say I can already tell that here at least it feels a little bit more like sleet than snow. I think it's already changed to sleet where I'm at here. Now, this is the problem in North Carolina. So I do plan on pulling it north into Virginia. I also don't want to go so far north though that I miss out on the heavier rates. So you kind of got to find that sweet spot where it's more snow than sleet, but also heavy enough that it kind of is coming down pretty good. All right, kind of taking a little bit of an exit here. Gonna hope this goes all right. I'm in northeastern North Carolina, just past Tar Heel, North Carolina. Kind of, you know, fitting name for the state of North Carolina, right? A town called Tar Heel. So you can see the sign right here. It's about 42 miles from Elizabeth City, about 98 from Nags Head. Not going to go all the way out there. Again, we're going to try to get a little north here eventually to get back up into... I'm going to try to just ride the line right now. I'm trying to find out where the sleet snow line is. Also, having YouTube upstream, I don't have a radar pulled up, so I'm really kind of having to do this the hard way of just driving north and south until I find the line. I think that sleet line is going to set up just north of Elizabeth City. I think Elizabeth City is going to change to sleet if you haven't already, or at least like a sleet snow mix. This road's weirdly nice and not completely terrible. But I think Virginia Beach might be, maybe just a little south of Virginia Beach, might be the sweet spot for snow. That's where we're going to try to get. But you can see it's kind of some of that swampy, marshy kind of Carolina land here. You can see that water there on the side of the road in the ditch. Very, very swampy, big Carolina pines. It's definitely an interesting, kind of fun thing to see with the swamps and the snow and the big old trees. I will add, I think some trees could come down later tonight maybe. The winds are going to start to pick up as the storm cranks up off the coast. So I think blizzard-like conditions going to be very possible at that point in time. And obviously I'll be here keeping you up to date on it. Again, for anyone just joining, appreciate you tuning in. Go ahead, like the stream if you haven't already. We are in northeast North Carolina, just past Tar Heel, North Carolina, driving on US 158, generally towards the kind of the east here, east northeast. Temperature sitting at 25 degrees, so it's one of the reasons the brine isn't doing so much out this way is once you get, you know, you can only be so cold and the brine still do its job. I mean, if it's in the low to mid 20s and it's snowing, especially at heavier rates, the roads are just going to kind of turn to slush either way. sounds like a little bit more sleet here right now than snow. You can kind of hear it. I really like a sleet-snow mix right now. Yeah, definitely probably gonna move north, generally speaking, towards the beach area. Not sure if we'll fully get there, but that's kind of the thought right now. Nice North Carolina State Trooper right there. Always fun to see those. Always fun to see those. I just think Elizabeth City might be a little too far south in the sense they're going to mix with some sleet. So I think just north of there, and that's where my GPS set right now. It could be the sweet spot. Shift gear down to fourth gear. Not pulling so hard in the snow. Like I said earlier, this is the nice part out here, is it's just like these straight flat roads. I've actually been out this way a couple times storm chasing in the spring. Really, bird, please don't. Come on, birds, you gotta move. Sorry. Oh, here comes a plow the other way. Everybody see the plow? Funnily enough, he does not have the plow actually down. Not actually scraping anything, but he's got it hooked on, so I don't know. You think maybe he'd be getting stuff off the road, but I am not a DOT expert, so I will leave that to them. Hello, Wyatt from Blacksburg. Hopefully you're getting some snow there. I think it's kind of a sleet snow mix right now. Eventually, the path I'm on is going to turn us north, and that'll help us get into more of the snow. Again, the heaviest rate's probably not going to start till this evening, so right now we're kind of sitting pretty, I think. Definitely pretty slick right here. The really fun part is going to be driving back tomorrow, or tonight, or whenever that happens. That's going to be the not so fun part. Not looking forward to that. This road is basically just a sheet of ice in the nicest way possible to this road. Ooh, like a slip and slide. On US Highway 158. So I don't know what the fun local name for that one is, but unless they just call it US 158. And yes, I'm in a Subaru. I'm in a Subaru Crosstrek. I've got all-wheel drive, which is good, and pretty new tires, traction control, all the fun things. So would definitely prefer to be on the interstate right now, where they would probably be, a little more brine, but this is the way we got to take to get to the snow. This is the way we got to take. This is kind of one of those weird parts of the country where there's not really a good major interstate. Once you get east to 95, I mean, there's still a lot of land left before the ocean, and still like no major interstate in it. So that's what it is. Fun little intersection here.